Okay, everyone, so my hair is crazy, hence written in the wrong. Hold on, and let's keep making some yummy food. So, what we're gonna do is how I make some yummy little morsels of meat. I'm gonna use a sausage I ended up getting on special. They had something like 8 big sausages, Italian sausage, mild sausage for, I think it was like, might have been even 10 for only $8. Something like that. I forget now. It's in on the thing. But anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, whoa, where am I? I'm going to take the skin off, this outer casing, and mix it with a half onion that I finely chopped, well, semi-finely chopped. It definitely could have been chopped more, but whatever. I put, so a half an onion, finely chopped, with 1 little garlic. I did finally grind, I used the cheese grater to grate a small potato. And then what I'm going to do is put now a little bit of ground pepper. Whoa, where am I? I want to see what I'm doing. What happened there? I thought I had it set. Where is it? Can you see it? Oh, right here. Oh, I'm over here then. Alrighty then. So, this is where we're at. Over here. So, anyway, we're going to have some potatoes. We're going to be making some mashed potatoes. I'm dying for mashed potatoes and gravy. And part of the gravy, I'm going to, on the side, I'm going to make a little bit of an apple chutney with a apple that I got out of a tree. I went and stole an apple out of somebody's garden. No, not in the garden, but out of the tree. So in the mix of my chopped onion, garlic, and shredded potato, I am going to put a tiny bit of ground black pepper, a spot of that salt, some a little bit of Italian seasoning, and then the pièce de résistance, I am going to be putting a tiny bit of, where is it? I would like some nutmeg. I don't have nutmeg, but I'm looking for cinnamon. We are going to actually put a pinch. Oh, that's where it would go. That's what I want. That is it. 5 spice. That's what we need to use. So, whoa. I had this open, I could have just spilled it. So, a tiny pinch of cinnamon. Just a bit. Just a tiny bit. You don't really want to taste that, but it will come out. I'm going to actually, I found some, call it Montreal steak spice. So let's put a bit of that. I'm just going to go back in there. And then that, like I said, Chinese 5 spice. Oh yeah, but that pretty much goes everywhere. Just like, again, little bit. Now, I was going to mix a tiny bit of old oatmeal that I had made and didn't finish, but I decided to put the potato as the binder, or somewhat of a binder, but then as a proper binder, I am going to put an egg, whole egg, minus the squiggly part. I don't know about you, I don't like it. If it's in the hard-boiled egg and I kind of don't know it and don't see it, I'm fine, but when I know it's there, it bugs me. So, let me see. I was wondering if I have any flour left over from something I was doing. No, I don't. Oh, where did I put that dang flour? It's over here. La la la. Oh, yikes! Some whole wheat flour. Oh, so pardon my leg, my foot dragging. So we're gonna mix that up, and you're gonna make it the consistency of what you would be ending up making, like a, what are those damn things now? What am I thinking about? So I need a tiny bit of milk. Just this work. So I only have a little bit of white flour, which I am going to have to end up mixing half and half of this whole wheat, because not in this recipe, but in the future when I make bread and things, just because I find the whole wheat a little too heavy. So that's going to be enough, 2 tablespoons-ish. And they are going to be the consistency, the meat in the end is going to be the consistency of what your oatmeal would have been. So when you end up cooking this with the egg and the milk that's mixed in like this, it's going to make kind of like a, the word, I'm missing the word I want, my back. It's called a dumpling. It's going to be similar like a dumpling. It's going to be really kind of airy and fluffy. It's not going to be a firm meat mixture. So that's what we're going to do. This one. And then I'm going to mix that in. Mix it all together. It may need a little bit more flour, but let me get back to you. Let me start mixing a bit, but I need to wash my hands off a bit because I ended up breaking the skin thing and it got all over my hands. Hold on. Okay, so from the looks of this is actually not the consistency I want. That's just going to be way too much potato, egg, and so forth mixture. You do want it to be a ratio of 2 to 1 meat to your mix of the, like I said, potato, whether you're using potato or oats for a filler. The binding is going to be the egg and a little bit of milk and flour, and I just I was a little too happy with the I guess the egg and milk was a little too much, along with the onion and so forth. So I don't want to be overpowering with the onion. This looks nice, but again, it's just a little bit too wet. So hold on, I'm going to let this thaw. It's too hard right now. So I'm going to let another one thaw, and I will be back to put that in there. Okay guys, so I did mix up the meat mixture with the egg, milk, and flour with a little bit of spices, and now it has gotten almost sort of kind of to a warmer temperature than I'm needing or wanting. So what I'm going to do is put it back in the fridge for a good 20 minutes to half an hour, even an hour. All the spices will get happy together, and then what I'll be doing is scooping it out kind of like little spoon sizes. I'm not going to be making round meatballs. It will be still a little bit soft, and that's going to go into some hot grease, a mixture of grease and butter, or oil and butter, only because I only have so much butter right now and I'm rationing my stuff right now. I have lots of groceries, but yeah, anyways. that's what's going to happen. Put this in the fridge, let it get cool, and I will get back to you when we start the cooking process. In the meantime, because I did add another sausage, in which makes too much of a portion for me, it's going to end up making two meals. I am going to add one more potato, and I'm going to start boiling that with the other half of the onion that was left over. I'm going to add the onion only when the potatoes are almost half boiled. Like when the potatoes are half boiled, then I'll add the rest of that half of an onion. Cook it down. With this, I'm just going to cut it just like this. And I am going to be taking that peeling off. Yeah, usually I don't do that with these type of potatoes, but I will be doing that today. I'm going to boil them, and then, like I said, when it's half cooked, add the onion, and then I'm going to mash the onion into the potato. So I'm going to be making mashed onion potatoes, and then later, once the potatoes are cooked, I'm going to be putting a little bit of cut green onion. So see you in a bit. I guess I could do this part. So, and yeah, there we go. All right, guys. So I've got a pan going with some hot oil. I can't really do anything to get it to. Whoa. And then now I am going to turn the potatoes are pretty much done boiling, so I'm going to just turn them off, keep the lid on tight. Then I've got this oil going. It's very hot. I'm going to put it to a medium, like a medium high, like a medium high. Now, what I'm going to do is I have a cup of cold water. I'm going to soak the spoon in the cold water, and the spoon is going to separate the little portions of the thing the way I make it. So what you're going to do is you're going to just roll it like this, pop it in. Next one, taking enough. If there's not enough, pop it in. Water. And it just holds it together like that. And you're kind of like shaping it by turning it around a couple of times. So that's what you're going to do. Let me keep going and I will be right back. All right, so we got these in. I did turn the heat down just a tiny bit to medium, and then I'm going to stick this lid on so that it cooks nicely and thoroughly, but also kind of gets a crust. Oops, not the right lid. So I'm going to do that, and I will get back to you. Make sure that they're well spaced, not touching each other like some of these may be, and let them kind of get a nice brown crust. Okay, so these are cooking down nicely. I'm actually going to turn it down because it's almost getting a little too brown. So because they're kind of circles, you're going to put them on a third angle, so that they're, I mean a second angle, so that they're going to end up cooking on a third angle when they're towards the end. Oopsie. I got a little higher than I thought. So then you're going to kind of encourage it to go on a third angle, so that in the end you're going to cook or a second angle. And there seems to be kind of a puddle of grease here, so I'm going to encourage it to be on the greasy side, not on the side where there's no oil. So yeah, I turned it off for now because it was a little too high. I'm going to put the lid back on, let it get happy for another good 5 minutes because it's already cooking nicely. And then on the last side, I am going to crank the heat to a medium high just so that it just gets that nice brown color. But what's happened with this on that, the first point, is that when it cooks slowly like that, it got to get a little bit thicker crust, as it were. Then the last one will be more of a searing type of outer browning. So see you in a bit. All right, so I'm just gonna get these potatoes in a clean, dry pot, and I'm gonna mash them up with the onion that I boiled last, that I cut up a little bit, and you will be back shortly. I'm gonna add about a quarter cup of milk to this and mash it down. See what? So I am going to put some cracked black pepper, a little salt. That's not too much salt. And I don't have a masher, so I'm just manually doing it this way for now to get bigger lumps out. And then once I feel that I've got it down enough, I'm going to resort to using a fork. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, so I have got this mashed down with the knife to a good consistency that I'm comfortable with adding some milk. I'm gonna add that about a quarter cup of milk. Lesser is better, so just add a little bit at a time. And then this butter is salted, so I should have paid attention. It's still okay. We're gonna put a good amount of butter. About, I'll say 3 tablespoons. A tablespoon each for a decent sized potato. A little bit less, a little bit more. I'm not gonna come for you. So we're gonna get that mashed in now with a fork. Where the fork is my fork. So we're gonna do that. And I will get back to you in a second. Good morning. So I was letting this dough rise, and it's done rising. The stove is at 400 degrees because I make stuff on a whim. I don't even know what the temperature should be, but I'm tired of this sheet, and moreover, I did not make enough to even fit in the smallest one that I have. So even though this PYREX is bigger than what I need as well, I think I'm just going to throw this in here. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to put this line out. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because no, I don't think I do want to put the liner because I want to watch it cook. So let's not use the liner. Just get that patty out of there. See, that's where actually I would have liked to have it. Let's turn it around. I just don't want it because it was rising. I'm trying to do something. Oh yeah, that is what I want. So, as it has lots of bubbles on the bottom on here, if I put it that way, it will have a chance to make it. Dang it. I kind of forgot to. Put oil on here. So now it's going to probably stick that thing. Hold on a minute. Okay, now I was going to put some sesame seeds on top of this, but I cannot find my sesame seeds. Now I did go and spray some olive oil. The sesame seeds to stick to, but I can't find the mix that I wanted. So I guess I'll put some flax. Just for decoration. You're going to concentrate putting any kind of, when you're putting decoration in a thing like this, kind of sort of more in the middle, just because as it rises, it will stretch. Whereas if you put it too close to the side, it's just going to end up on the side and it won't look as pretty. Am I recording? Making sure I'm recording. I don't know who's done that before. Okay. We haven't. Stick that in the oven. Hot right off the bat because there is I wish I had another PYREX that I could put water in there so it makes a nice crust. It's softer crust than it. So I'm going to let that cook for a good 20 minutes, as small as it is. I'm just going to set the timer. Where is it here? Oops. Actually, yeah, I'll put it at 20 and then we'll check on it. There we go. That will give me enough time to go to the washroom. Go to the washroom. Go take my shower. I know you didn't need to know, but let's have that going while I let that rise overnight. So I'm just getting up. So I'm going to make that for my breakfast, have some fresh bread with whatever else I make. I don't know yet. Right now I need to go take my shower. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, so the bell went off. Let's turn the oven light on and see if I can see anything. Does it look dark? I'm not sure if it's done. It's only at 400, so let's take a very, 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 very quick peek. No, it's definitely not done. So I'm going to put this to an additional 10 minutes easily. Excuse me. Whoa. Not that much. Okay. There. That's good enough. It's going to be around 10 more minutes. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a nice, yummy bread. So, looking into this little antique Ford piece. And other than that, I'm waiting to eat. Yum, 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 yum. It's already smelling good in here. Make your own bread, everyone. All right, so I think I'd like to have this soon. Nope, it's not ready. But this is not going off yet. But from taking a peek, oh, did this break or anything? No. Scary. So let me just leave that. Look at that. Looks pretty. So I'll let that cool. And we've got prunes. I've decided I'm going to have prunes. Stewed prunes. So let me finally go take my shower because I was kind of scared to let this overcook because I don't want it too dark. Where's the light? Seems to be working. But yeah, yum yum yum. Let's stay tuned for some breakfast. Okay, the bread is cooked. We've got a nice salad, layers of spinach, regular mixed salad, some cucumber. We are going to be putting a few of my tomatoes from the garden and some Italian sausage frigadella, rinda-bassetized frigadellas. So let's get this plated and let's have something to eat. All right, so we've got some homemade oat bread. We'll have some butter on that because butter makes it better. We'll have a squeeze of lime on the salad, a tiny bit on the meat. And we're going to be accompanying that with some yummy, first time to try, first chum chum apple original soju. So let's get this started. Oops, what am I doing here? I don't want too much. There we go. Mm-hmm. Can you ever have too much butter? Are you kidding me? So good, guys. Just a little bit of salad. Butter salad. So much is coming by. I'll see you in the next video.